You guys have anything regarding TikTok shop training? The Shop Panda, you loved my training. I explained the whole process very well. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, I'm here and happy to help. Because it can be a little confusing, and TikTok is not the easiest to work with, so I know it can get a little frustrating. So happy that the course and the training made it easy for you to understand. Was it recorded? I have the training for sale in my link in bio. It is a paid training. They deactivated your account. Did you appeal it? Because they are like trigger happy, and they just randomly will deactivate accounts. Not that you did anything wrong. It's just so that they can have a manual like re-look it over. And if you didn't do anything wrong and you appeal it, they'll reactivate it. Have I made good money with being a vendor so far? I've only been doing it for a couple months, but I've had over 200 purchases. I know TikTok can be a total pain in the butt. Are you selling any Valentine's Day specific stuff? I'm not. I would have had to prepared like 2 months early, and I just didn't. I'm busy doing other stuff. As far as I've never done seasonal products, but it's not a bad idea. It's just then when the season's over, you got to go look for a new product. That happened to you as well, and they immediately reinstated your account. Yeah, so I explain it like you're at the airport and you go through TSA, and they like randomly do like a random pat down on you, not because you did anything wrong. It's just their way of mitigating like any spam. So they'll like every so often an account just randomly, they do this on Facebook too for Facebook ads. Your account will just randomly get deactivated, and then they'll have somebody just give it a manual look through. But you do have to appeal in order for them to do that. It's a pain in the butt, but it's just like, it's literally business. What's my main focus right now, business wise? Well, first and foremost, my main focus, it's kind of hard to say that it's my main focus because it doesn't take up the main amount of my time. But my main focus is what brings me in the most money, which is digital marketing consulting. And for me, that is Meta ads, TikTok ads, and email marketing. So I have clients and I run those services for them. But what takes up most of my time is TikTok and my courses. But that's what fulfills me, right? Like I'm very, very thankful and grateful that my consulting firm pays my bills and then some. And so now and it's pretty hands off for me because I've outsourced all the work so that I'm able to do, because TikTok I had gotten on it as if, like as a creative outlet originally. Just talking about my life, what it is that I do. And I got a lot of really good feedback, and my account grew, and so many people wanted to know what it is that I do and how they could do it as well. And so I put that training together, and that is like, I get so many DMs and emails and stuff about people whose lives have been changed because of the course and stuff, and so that's what fulfills me. So it takes up more of my time for sure. What happens if the product isn't shipped in 3 days on TikTok? So it doesn't have to be delivered in 3 days. I think that's where a lot of people get confused. It has to ship within 3 days. My vendors on AliExpress ship within 48 hours. They guarantee that they'll ship within 48 hours, but every time I've used them, they ship within 24 hours. So just make sure that they're shipping within that time frame. You have to reach out to the vendors, you have to talk to them, and you have to build a relationship with them and make sure that they will abide by TikTok's policies. Every time you attempt to import a product, they ask for my warehouse address. Just put your home address. It's just an address for them to have on file, not like that address that actually like will do anything. If you're drop shipping, unless you actually have product, and if that product's in your house, then you got to put your home address anyway. You have a TikTok shop. Can you sell with Alibaba? Yeah, you want to sell with AliExpress though. Alibaba is more for wholesale, whereas AliExpress is as well, but they do individual sales. Vendor said that they would ship within 3 days, but didn't. So I think TikTok has a threshold, right? Because I mean, it's human error. Not every single time is it going to ship within 3 days, but they'll have a threshold to where like if 90% of the time they ship within 3 days, you're fine. Can you link AliExpress to TikTok shop? You can through Shopify. So you can't directly link AliExpress to TikTok shop, but you can through a Shopify account. So you link AliExpress to Shopify, Shopify to TikTok shop. And you can do that with, there's like a couple of apps. I use Zopi, Z-O-P-I. There's also de-essers, dropshippers, de-essers. But I would reach out to that vendor and say like, hey, you said that you would ship within 3 days, and you didn't. What's going on? Can the UK sellers sell via TikTok shop? I'm not sure. It depends. It's certain countries you can and certain countries you can't. So you have to check because it's not up to TikTok. It's up to your country. And I'm not in those countries, so it's not like I can physically go and check. Because you would have to go and act like you're signing up, and it would say like this is not available in your country. I'm awesome, by the way. You'll be taking my paid training as well. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it, and I go live regularly to answer questions. Think from Alibaba to TikTok Shopify then. You don't want to use Alibaba though, unless you want to buy in bulk. The whole point of dropshipping is so that you don't have to purchase inventory up front. So AliExpress, not Alibaba. Do you see more success with one product or more than one product in your TikTok shop? That's a good question. Right now I'm just seeing sales from my slippers. My merch isn't really moving, which, I mean, merch is branded, so I would have to be promoting that hard, and I don't. I should, but I don't. I think, I mean, most brands, you would be surprised, the bulk majority of their overall revenue comes from like a handful of hero products. Like I work with some hair care brands where they make like $9 million a year in revenue, and 90% of that comes from one product, and they've got like over 100 SKUs. So I think once you find a winning product, first, I think it's easier first to find one winning product and then build around it. So other products that complement it so that you can upsell. You know, if you're selling something for $20, what's something that you could add to it that people would pay an additional $10, and now your total cart value is up to $30 per purchase. Because, and let me explain like what happened with my original dropshipping store. It was like a women's clothing boutique because I was like, oh, so cute, I'm gonna have my own online shop, right? And so I was selling like a bunch of different things, and it was so hard to like sell a bunch of different things when nobody knew who I was. And so I started noticing, like breaking it down, going through my analytics and seeing that lingerie sold the most and it had the highest profit margins, right? Because you're literally purchasing a piece of lace. And you could charge, $30, $40, $50 for a really sexy lingerie set, and people don't blink an eye. And so the profit margins were really good, and I was selling it good. So I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm just going to focus on lingerie. And then when I did that, sales significantly increased, and still I probably had over 20 products, and like 3 were the top sellers, and that was what the majority of my revenue came from. And so I branded hard around those 3 products. And then the other products that I had on the site were primarily used to upsell. So it was like, oh, you're going to buy this like night teddy. If you purchase it, you get this matching lingerie set for 50% off. And so that really, really would do well. Because you can't dedicate. So I would probably test around 5 products at a time, which is pretty much what I do. I'm testing 2 or 3 right now. Test about 5 products at a time. And you can't get like personally attached to any products, because a lot of times it's the products that you don't think will sell are the ones that actually sell. And if you get personally attached to a product, you could essentially just keep beating a dead horse, right? Where it's like the market's telling you they don't want it, right? Nobody's buying it. The market's telling you, and you're like, but I really like it, so I'm going to keep going with it. I hope that helps. What about a USPS shipping label from AliExpress? That will be once it lands in the US. Hi, you want to be sure of good product manufacturers with good products and fast shipping. So that's easy. You can just filter when you're searching on AliExpress. You can filter by fast shipping and sellers with like over 5-star positive reviews. TikTok seller's account still shows awaiting shipment, even though Zappy and Shopify have tracking info. So can you see the tracking number? I would reach out to TikTok support and say, hey, like the tracking info's there. It's not populating in TikTok shop. Like I'm not trying to, I need to abide by your policy. So I want to make sure that it uploads and syncs properly. Cause that's like a technical issue for sure. Cause TikTok is such a pain in the butt. Are you going to do the TikTok dropshipping course you were talking about? Yeah, that's what this whole live is about. I'm answering questions. You can purchase the training in my link in bio. And I sent out an email to everybody who purchased that training that I will be live today, right now, to answer any and all questions about it. So here we are. You can purchase it if you'd like in my link in bio. Do you have them send you samples first to make sure accurate sizing and quality? I definitely would first of all, you should, right? But you definitely need to if it's something that the quality is like a key factor. So for example, where are my slippers? So if you can see, I wear them every day. I have slippers, right? And if you go into my shop on my link in bio, in my bio right now, not in my link in bio. Oh, sorry, the lighting in here is awful, and I'm using my big computer screen. You can see, and it's like the slippers. If they have good reviews, and I can see the photos of the slippers themselves, and if the photos that customers in the reviews look just like the product that is the pictures, in the product description, like that's a pretty good indication, and the seller's got like tons of positive reviews, right? That's a pretty good indication that you should still send it to yourself, but in the meantime you can put it up, you can let it run, and then if you get the product yourself and it's trash, then you can just take it off your shop, right? It doesn't cost you any money to put up and take off products. But as you can see, these look exactly like the photo I have, which is the photo that they gave me. And they're actually they're really thick. They're super soft, super comfy. They're super cute. I wear them every day. Do you know much about AI chatbots and HIPAA? I don't. You appreciate all the info, you love all my videos, and you've been selling stuff lately from all my info. Wow! Well, first of all, thank you, but second of all, congrats, that's amazing, and I'm so happy that I've inspired you, and this is why, I say, I dedicate so much time here and to you guys, is because these types of comments just make me so happy. Congrats, that's amazing, and thank you for your kind words. Do I have more than one account? You were followed by 3 accounts with the same name. I do not, and they are not the same name. They have probably an extra A or an extra L, or there's an I instead of an L. If you look in my bio on here, it says this is my only account. They're all spam. I've reported over 700 accounts. Not much I can do. Sellers keep responding that they will ship when they get the order. Is that good enough? I mean, ask them when you get the order, what's your processing time to ship? Um, because if they get the order, that doesn't mean that they can ship it within a minute, right? So what's their processing time to ship? But how do you get the tracking with USPS if AliExpress doesn't use that shipping? They're gonna use, it's like global, I forget what it's called, global something. And that tracking number gets uploaded automatically into TikTok Shop, and then USPS gets automatically uploaded into TikTok Shop. Hi Laura, did you send the email about the live to the people who bought the whole course? You didn't get it. That's weird. I feel like I definitely did. Maybe check your spam. Just saw my TikTok Shop videos. Said I use AliExpress. I sure do. Just got here. Are we talking about drop shipping? We are. We're talking about drop shipping on TikTok Shop. AliExpress can take 3 months to ship the product. I mean, that was maybe about 10 years ago. Doesn't take 3 months. I mean, unless maybe if you're ordering furniture. My suppliers ship within 48 hours and delivery is under 11 days. If you've ever ordered anything on TikTok Shop, it is not Amazon. Everything on TikTok Shop takes over 5 days to deliver at minimum, because they don't have, Amazon has a fulfillment center. TikTok Shop does not have a fulfillment center. So the expectations on TikTok delivery are not to get it like Amazon time. So customers aren't expecting it. But I mean, these slippers, the shipping was free. They shipped within 48, they guaranteed shipping within 48 hours. They shipped it in 24 hours and it was here, I think, in 9 days, but they say that 11 days. How do you pick your products? So I do have a full training in my link in bio that goes over because I've been doing it now for over 8 years. And so I have my whole non-negotiables when I'm searching, which should be everybody's non-negotiables, but that's basically profit margins. The vendor has to have at least a 90% positive review. They have to offer free shipping. They have to offer fast shipping. I have to reach out to the vendor, and I give a script in my training too on how to reach out to them and what to say. Basically hey, I plan on drop shipping. What is your bandwidth like? I need to know if you will abide by TikTok's policies. It needs to ship within 3 days. I need to see a picture of the packaging. I can't have any Chinese writing all over the packaging. And it can't include an invoice, right? I can't have the customer see what I paid for the product. And then when I'm searching on AliExpress, I basically just filter through their trending products. I see again what will ship fast, who's got positive reviews, and if they've sold a lot, right? If they've sold a lot of that product, and then I go onto TikTok Shop and I don't see a major competitor for it, that's probably a pretty good indication, and that profit margins are really good. Sorry, just blocking spam. Please, do you know why I don't have the option to set up more than one warehouse in TikTok Shop? First of all, you should, and you can set up the warehouses. So hopefully you've got a Shopify attached to your TikTok Shop, and you create the warehouse within Shopify, and then you're going to have the templates built out in TikTok Shop. So you don't create the warehouse in TikTok Shop, you create it in Shopify, and then you build out a shipping template for that warehouse. So if you can't do it in TikTok Shop, that's why, because you have to do it in Shopify. You're still stuck on the can't ship within the US and already selected all 50 states. Lena, I'm not sure. Can't ship within the US. Is it the product itself that you're sourcing from AliExpress that says that? If what you're saying is like the product is already up on your shop and you can see it, and when you click on it to buy it, it says like can't ship to this location. Is that what you're saying? Because I have the solution for that. Would I recommend starting a print-on-demand business or a Shopify store? You want to do this also. So if you look at my TikTok shop, I have both drop shipping products and print-on-demand products. So if you strictly want to do print-on-demand, you can link Printful or Printify directly to TikTok shop. But if you want to have both products, so drop shipping products and print-on-demand products, you're going to have a Shopify, because you can only link one to TikTok shop. So but Shopify, you can house all of your products and then just link Shopify, but you can't link a Shopify and a print on demand, if that makes sense. But you can link it all in Shopify and just link Shopify. So would I start a print on demand business or a Shopify store? So it really depends, right? When you do print on demand, it's a little trickier because you have to go hard with branding, right? Because people can, like, why would they purchase from you if it says like a certain design and they have to be passionate about that design, right? Like I sell a bunch of merch about being an anti-workaholic and all that stuff, and it doesn't sell nearly as well as my other products because it's a brand, right? And selling a brand is hard, whereas opposed to just selling a cute product is easier. So it depends on what direction you want to go. You could do, I guess it depends on what kind of direction you want to go. But I do both. How do you drive traffic to your page so your product sells? TikTok ads. So I don't do any TikTok ads now. What's the beauty about TikTok Shop is that it's integrated with the TikTok affiliate center. So I know you see every other video on TikTok is an affiliate with the little affiliate TikTok Shop link to click and to buy. And so right now the stats are crazy. It's like there are 20 affiliates to every one vendor because the affiliate side is getting kind of saturated, whereas the vendor side is not nearly as saturated. So when you sign up for TikTok Shop, you sign up for the affiliate center, totally free to do. You list the products that you want affiliates to be able to promote. You set which the commission rate is, which I believe TikTok suggests 15%. And then they reach out to you, and it's all done through the platform. So it's not like you have to do a lot of back and forth. The commission is already set. They request a sample of the product. You look at them. You say, hey, okay, I do like their account. I think that they could promote my product well. I'm going to send them a sample, meaning you just have to send them the product for free. And then they'll create a video. And if they don't create the video, TikTok will punish them. So there's like rarely any ghosting gets involved. It's so affiliates drive traffic. Then once you've got a couple of videos that affiliates have created for you that have yielded really good results, then I would suggest running them as an ad on TikTok. How many followers do you have to have before you can start doing this kind of stuff? So to be an affiliate, I forget, you need at least 1,000. I don't know if it's more. But to be a vendor, to actually drop ship and sell the products, you don't need any followers. You don't even need a TikTok account. It's like, think about Amazon, right? You can be a vendor on Amazon and sell products on Amazon, but you don't have to be a customer. What about returns? That's a great question. Returns are inevitable. One of my non-negotiables when I am sourcing products is to have products with a low return risk. For example, I sell slippers. Low return risk. This is, you see, like if you look at the picture of the product in my store, like this is what you get. You get this exact product. So low return risk. Clothes tend to have a higher return risk, not because the product is bad, just because sizing. So when I'm sourcing products, one of my non-negotiables is low return risks. That being said, returns will always inevitably happen. They should just be minimal. If a customer receives the product damaged, you should do right by that customer and you should refund them. You should have a 30-day refund policy in place, and the refunds have to make sense, right? But do right by your customer. I work with vendors who accept returns. So it's all automated in the platform, but when somebody requests a return from me, I request it from the vendor then sends the customer the return label. The customer then sends the product back to the vendor refunds me, I refund customer. What about Etsy with print on demand? Still worth it? So I can't say, right? I never use Etsy. I mean, I use Etsy a lot as a consumer, but never as a seller. So I can't say. I do know that TikTok Shop takes 2%, whereas I believe Etsy takes 8%, which is a lot. I also do know that Etsy has a lot more competition. TikTok Shop has only been around for about 6 months in the US, as far as being a vendor. So the competition is really low. Organic sales are really, really high. Even if you don't work with affiliates, people are just getting organic sales. Like they put a product up and it sells. Like they did nothing and it just sells. They don't even have TikTok accounts. It's just because when somebody is searching for a product and then underneath it has like other suggested products on TikTok Shop, their products are being suggested because the saturation is so low at this time. But I mean, people make boatloads on Etsy, so it's harder, right? But eventually everything gets harder, and if everything was easy, everybody would do it and everybody would be making millions. What do I consider good metrics when vetting an affiliate? You have mine set to open at the moment. That is a great question. So first things first is you get your return on investment, right? So whatever the product cost was, they created the video, and you got enough sales to cover that expense, plus the expenses of the products that you then had to purchase to ship to the customers. So number one, profitable, right? We have to be profitable. If you're not profitable, that is a sign that I probably won't work with them again. And then views, it doesn't necessarily matter. It would just have to be, I guess, a click-through rate. You want a click-through rate of like 1.5% and up, meaning they clicked on it and then they did more than just click on it, right? They clicked on it, they added it to their cart, or they then went on to look at something else, right? They're a more qualified, engaged buyer rather than just clicking and maybe browsing the price. Comments, engagement on the video are always a good indication. And then again, just return, right? So the thing is that you're not spending money, right? You're paying them out a commission. So it has to be, again, the return, which it should be because you're only paying them 15%. So it's not like with ads where it's like the cost per purchase can go up. The cost per commission is going to be set, structured. So just profitable. Profitable is a good metric. Lena, was that the problem where, so, okay, if you uploaded a product to TikTok Shop and then you get all excited, like, oh, finally it's live, my product is live, and then you click on it as if you were a consumer and it says can't ship to this address. And you're like, that's weird because I am in South Florida and I ship to Florida because I selected that, right? What you have to do is that TikTok is, within Shopify, you have a couple of different warehouses, right? You don't know it because once you install those plugins, they'll default create their own warehouses. So you'll have a couple different warehouses within your Shopify. And TikTok says, hey, listen, you're listed a couple different warehouses. We don't know where you're shipping from with these warehouses, right? We need to know where you're shipping from. So you have to create shipping templates for each of those warehouses. So again, you might have 3 to 5 warehouses on your Shopify that you're not even aware of. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your TikTok shop. You're going to go over to orders. You're going to go over to shipping templates. And then when you get into shipping templates, you'll see an option to create a new shipping template. And you'll see all of your warehouses right in the drop down. So you're going to be like, create a shipping template for this warehouse. So all of the warehouses that you see within your TikTok shop under shipping templates, you'll just need to create a shipping template for each of those warehouses. And that's it. So that'll fix the problem immediately. So go into your TikTok shop, go into orders, go into shipping templates, create a shipping template for each warehouse you have available. Select all 50 states, bada bing, bada boom, you're good. How do you decide on price/profit? So for me, and there's no like there's no formula, right? There's no exact formula that you can figure out that will tell you this is the product because the formula adds up, right? So there's no formula for me. Sorry, how would I shop live fish? I wouldn't recommend that. I can't. I'm sorry, but as far as profit margins go, for me personally, to make it worth my time, I have to make $10 a pop, right? So I have to make $10 profit per order for it to be worth my while. So I need to consider a couple of factors, right? I need to consider TikTok's 2% that they take. I need to consider if I have shipping, which my vendors ship for free, so that's not a problem. Then I have to consider the COG, so the cost of good, which, for example, my slippers, $6, I sell for $24.99. Affiliates get 15% commission. That leaves me with over $10 profit margin. Obviously, I have other costs like Shopify and all that stuff, but I don't really incorporate that. I only incorporate like the actual product cost plus what the affiliate's going to make off of it. So for me personally, like $5 per purchase, that's not worth me getting out of bed. $10, okay, obviously more would be better, but at least $10. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to mute this person because I can't answer them about live fish and they just keep asking about it. You've been following it for over a year. You were one of the first people you came across. Well, very cool. Well, thanks. You're in print-on-demand jewelry. Your Shopify is 3 months old and still no sales. You're currently doing SEO now. Put those products on TikTok Shop. If they are already on Shopify, all you have to do is create a TikTok seller account and link it. It's 100% free to do. Sign up for the affiliate center. Get affiliates to have your product. All you have to do is ship them your product. That's it. You don't have to pay. Like, it's not like back in the day where you'd have to reach out to all these content creators or these influencers and be like, hey, please promote my product. I'll give it to you for free. Plus, I'll give you like, $200. No, they only get paid extra if they get the product, and then if they actually sell the product, they get a commission. And it's all done within TikTok Shop, so it's not like you have to pay them out. It's automatically deducted. Maybe I already answered that, but is it possible to link a print on demand to TikTok Shop? Yes. So I do have a paid training that goes into the step-by-step on all of this. If you want to do solely print on demand, you can link Printify or you can link Printful directly to TikTok Shop. If you want to do drop shipping plus print on demand, you would probably have to have a Shopify because you can only link one thing to TikTok Shop. And Shopify, you can house all your products. So for example, me, I've got print on demand and I've got drop shipping. So I have a Shopify, it houses all my products and then it syncs directly to TikTok Shop. Shopify also handles my emails, so it updates my customers' tracking information. All of that fulfillment is really easy, but you can link directly to TikTok Shop with Printful or Printify. I use Printful, but again, I have it linked to my Shopify. Ooh, is it mandatory to have Shopify or WordPress website is okay too? Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna level with you, right? I am not a Shopify affiliate whatsoever. So I get no money in recommending them. But if you have an e-commerce store, you just want to have Shopify. Just hands down, you have to. WordPress is so overly complicated with their checkout integration. It's such a nightmare. Plus, I don't believe WordPress integrates with TikTok Shop. Shopify does. Shopify is hands down 1,000 times more user-friendly. WordPress is if you are selling millions and you need a fully customizable website. Shopify is super template based. It's just so much easier when it comes to e-commerce. You manually added all of these products without realizing you could sync to Shopify. Yeah, that's also the problem. If you have your own product, you have to manually input it unless you've got like a CSV. But yeah, if you're drop shipping and you don't have Shopify, you'll have to manually input everything because you can't link AliExpress to TikTok Shop. So you definitely want Shopify. how long did it take me to learn all this? You're new and not sure it's something you can learn. So I've been doing drop shipping for over 8 years now. Digital marketing in total for about 10 years. But I do have a paid step-by-step training as far as TikTok Shop goes. In my link in bio, I started as if I've never done a TikTok Shop before. And so I walk you through the entire process completely starting from scratch. It is a lot, but it took me 8 years to compile it, so you guys have it condensed in a step-by-step blueprint of 8 years of research and time that it took me. TikTok Shop has made dropshipping so incredibly easy, and the blueprint is there for you to learn. What do you pay for commission? 15%. That's what TikTok recommends. Obviously, if you have a higher priced item, with a good profit margin, you can offer more, and then you'll get, better quality creators, because the better you pay, the better results. You get what you pay for. Does SEO matter in product titles when listing items in your store? I mean, SEO always matters, right? It's not as super necessary, especially in your product titles, right? You want to have that SEO at least in the description. But what I'm seeing a lot is like viral words, like TikTok trending words. So you see all the time like viral bodysuit in the product title, viral mirror, light mirror. Like I see that in product titles a lot. Words that are trending on TikTok are probably a good SEO product title. It's not like as vital as it is on Amazon or anything like that because the saturation isn't super over the top yet. But that being said, SEO is always important. Did you ever sell on Amazon? No. The reason I don't sell on Amazon, there's absolutely nothing wrong with selling on Amazon, and people make really good money on Amazon. My brother-in-law makes money on Amazon selling products. You have to purchase the inventory. You can't drop ship on Amazon, right? And that's why people get products same day, because you purchase the product, then you ship it to the fulfillment center. And so I like drop shipping. You don't have to do that. So that's just me. What do I think about Forex trading? I don't. How do you link Shopify to TikTok Shop? You'll create your Shopify. If you want to see me do it step by step, I do have a training, but I can absolutely tell you. I'm just saying, some people like if you like a visual. I have a paid training in my link in bio, but you link Shopify to TikTok Shop. First you have to create the TikTok Shop. You're going to go to your desktop. It is not an app. Don't try to download an app because then you'll just get directed to be an affiliate. Which you could be an affiliate too, but if you want to actually sell the products themselves rather than being an affiliate, you're going to go to your desktop and you're going to type into Google TikTok seller. You're going to set up a seller account. You don't need to link a TikTok account to it if you don't want to. Just set up a seller account, then you're going to go to Shopify, you're going to create a Shopify account, and then you're going to go on the left-hand column and go to sales channels. You're going to search for TikTok. I believe it is the only one that pops up, so that's the one you're going to download, and then you're going to download that and then fill it out, and then they'll sync. Some items on TikTok Shop are the same price as AliExpress. Do you just move on to a different product? You got it. You're finding it super confusing to sync your Printful with TikTok Shop due to shipping templates. Honestly, it's something I can't speak on because I link my Printful to Shopify and then Shopify to TikTok Shop. So I don't link it directly. So unfortunately, I am not sure I can help you troubleshoot because it's just not what I do. How many different niches are you in? One. You have your own template set to manually ship as your handmade business. So if you're a handmade business, then yeah. If you're doing print on demand, Printful should create their own shipping template for you. So if a person buys a product here, does it take them to Shopify? No. It's like, no. The whole checkout process is on TikTok. Partial to Pink, what a cute name. Made some sales and ran one ad, but not seeing anything huge. You created one video, I guess, push affiliate. So this is what I would recommend, and this is what I recommend to all my clients, because I run ads, right? I'm the queen of ads. All my clients, that's what I offer, is paid ads. And my clients are all wildly profitable using me to run their paid ads, right? And this is what I tell people that are starting out, right? You want to use ads to scale. You want to have proven content that converts and use that proven content then to run it as an ad. So I recommend that you use the affiliates. This is what I'm doing. I'm using the affiliates. Get at least 5 videos that convert well. So you've made like a decent amount of sales from these videos. Organically, right? Because they're posting it, there's no ad spend behind it, and they've converted. That is a very good indication that the video converts and will do well with ad spend behind it. So first, get 5 videos from affiliates that convert well. Then run those videos as ads. Like, there's no point right now in running video that or running an ad that hasn't been proven as converting creative. And so, like my clients on Instagram and on Facebook, I tell them, hey, what content have you created that performed well organically? Like, what has a lot of likes, what has a lot of comments, right? Let's run those as ads, and then also create more content that has the same general feel as those ones that performed well. Do you offer more than one sample for affiliates? 1 sample per affiliate. The training is $1,000, and there is an afterpay option. Can you create a separate TikTok account for TikTok Shop using the same phone number? So you don't even need a TikTok account linked to your TikTok Shop if you don't want to. And if you do, you can use the same phone number. TikTok Shop is not worldwide. It is not. And that is not TikTok's fault. Like Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, TikTok wants to be there, but those countries aren't allowing them right now. Am I still doing TikTok ads for clients? You betcha. Can you sell digital products through TikTok Shop? Is that profitable only sell physical products? Great question. I originally got excited about TikTok Shop because I sell courses, and I was like, ooh, cool, I could put my course on TikTok Shop and work with affiliates. That would be amazing. So I got on TikTok Shop. I realized you can't sell digital products. As of yet, I have it on good authority that they will allow it soon, not shortly, but soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed, don't hold me to that because I don't know. I don't even think they know yet. So hopefully soon they will allow it, but right now it's just physical products. And sometimes you can see people that are like shady and they're selling digital downloads. They're doing some sort of black hat workaround. But if TikTok catches that, they will ban you for life, and that's not worth it for me. I'll just wait till hopefully they allow it. You're trying to click the link in my bio, but it's not allowing you to do so. Is it not allowing you to do so? Or is it saying like, hey, if you leave, like TikTok saying this isn't our link, so we can't control what you see when you click this link? Because TikTok, keep in mind, these platforms never want you to leave them, right? They don't want you to leave. So if you're going to click my link in bio, that means you have to leave TikTok. So TikTok's going to do what it can to be like, oh, no, you don't want to do that. Listen, if you leave, we can't control what you see, so don't leave. And if that's what you're seeing, you can absolutely click on my link in bio. It is, God, I have so many spam accounts. It's a Linktree link, and so I have a bunch of options. I believe the TikTok Shop training is number 3 or 4. And if you can't click on my link in bio, it could, like you really can't, it's not allowing you. It could be because you're in a country that doesn't allow certain things. Oh my gosh, there's so many spam accounts. And how come I can't? about TikTok Shop banning dropshippers. Any advice to avoid? They're not banning dropshippers. They're banning dropshippers that aren't abiding by their TikTok policies. So TikTok's policies are very, very strict, which makes it a little difficult for dropshippers. But so long as you abide by their policies, you are okay. TikTok is Chinese. Dropshipping is from, like, I dropship from China. So they don't discourage that. They just want to make sure that they are, you're not a scammer. And so just make sure your product ships within 3 days. And make sure you abide by all their policies. When am I sending out the vetted list that I mentioned? So I'm still waiting to hear back from some. And once that is done, I will upload it and send it out to you guys. Hi Summer, you left a question on the course. So the course, like, I get a ton of comments and I try to go through them all. And there's sometimes that I miss them. So ask me the question here and I'm happy to answer. That's why I came here, because those comments get to be like a whole mess. And they're mainly for comments. They're not for questions for me to go back and forth and answer, because I have to, like, go through and look at them. You can email me at 10hour10kworkmonth.com if you have a question, or I go live usually 5 times a week and I'm happy to answer questions. Am I making more money doing TikTok ads or TikTok shop? So I offer TikTok advertising, meta advertising, and email marketing. That is what pays my bills. That's what pays me $80,000 to $120,000 per month, is offering those services to clients and then outsourcing the work. TikTok shop is a really good side hustle right now. I'm hoping that I can scale it. But to answer your question, my digital marketing is hands down my bread and butter. How long does it take for products to get approved once listing them on Shopify? So it should be pretty instantly, like 5 minutes. Some people, though, have been saying that it takes a week, 2 weeks. Somebody said it took them 11 days. It's supposed to happen right away, but TikTok is just super glitchy. It's still so new, so just keep that in mind. What are my thoughts on YouTube automation? I haven't heard the term YouTube automation. Is that something specific? I am on YouTube, but I'm not like dedicated to it, so it's not as big. And what are we automating on YouTube? Do you need a TikTok page to have a store? You don't need a TikTok account whatsoever to have a store. If so, do you suggest posting content for your products? If you want to have a TikTok account associated with your store, you should absolutely post content. Content is king. Wherever you can post content, you should. If you can post it, get the affiliates to post it. Content. The more you post, the better. Sorry if I'm skipping some questions, but this live is really dedicated to TikTok shop. So I want to make sure I answer those questions. So I'll be prioritizing that. Hi, Tori, you're a student. How do you link a domain to a website? So if you're trying to link a domain to, say, Shopify, you're going to have to, I can only give the example. I mean, it's going to probably work wherever you use it, but I purchase my domains through GoDaddy. So you're going to log into your GoDaddy account. You just mainly need it open. And then if you're using Shopify, you're going to go to your settings. You're going to go to, I think it's domains. Let me see. Of course, it's not loading. But if you go into settings, you go to domains, it'll have a place for you to put in the domain name you have. So for example, digitallauraanderson.com. And then it's going to automatically pull up where it is. So it's GoDaddy, and it will automatically integrate them for you. There are ways to manually do it as well if that doesn't work, but Shopify will give you the instructions on how to do it manually, especially if you're not using either of those, if you're not using Shopify or if you're not using GoDaddy. But it's really easy. Like, you just have GoDaddy open, like signed in, and then open up a new tab, go into your Shopify, go into your settings, go into domain, and type in the domain. So so digitallorianderson.com, and it automatically pulls and it says like, is this you? You click authorize, and since you're already logged in another tab to GoDaddy, it'll automatically sync. So on AliExpress, you don't see fast shipping, you only see plus and free. I'm pretty positive there's fast shipping. Let's see. Girl, you're a freaking genius. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Sorry, I have my big giant nose. So you can filter by reviews. So you would do 5 stars and up. I think it's plus. I think plus is what you want. So plus and free shipping. I think so. Deals choice day. Yeah, I think that's it. You've run into some issues with electronic products. Yeah, electronic products and like kids products. So you need the vendor to give you those like certificates, and you can submit them to TikTok Shop. And if they don't give it, like you'll have to find another product. Do you have to have a business account to become a seller? You don't. You love my videos. How can you earn through TikTok Shop? Can you share more information? Yeah, so I've been live for almost an hour now, and so that's what I was going to give for this live. So this is like probably a really good question to kind of wrap things up with. So how can you make money through TikTok Shop? So there are 2 ways you can make money through TikTok Shop. You can be an affiliate, which means you will create content, and within that content, you will promote a product, and you will have the link for that product in the video, and then you get a commission, right? So that's going to be the affiliate. Then there's going to be the vendor side of TikTok Shop, where you're going to be the store that has the product, that ships the products, technically owns the products, right? Like think of it as Amazon, where Amazon is all separate vendors, right? None of those products are Amazon products. I mean, there are Amazon products, but you get what I mean. They're all vendors. There's tons of vendors on there, right? And affiliates are allowed to have their own affiliate shop, right? Where they list a bunch of products. If people shop their shop, people purchase, they get a commission rate. It's not like they're the ones sending out the product. That's coming from the vendor. The vendor is shipping out the product to them and giving a commission to the affiliate who listed it in their shop, and they purchased it through that. So those are the 2 sides, the vendor side and the affiliate side. Can you do both? Absolutely. That's probably going to be your best bet, because then you're double dipping, right? The vendor side is the side that's going to make the most money, right? So I've seen affiliates that are making, $50K a month, right? That's awesome. That's insane. That's the amount of money. But they're typically making 15%, right? Because that's their commission rate. Whereas the vendor is making 75%, obviously, after expenses. So they're probably making 50%, whereas the affiliate's only making 15%. And they have 2 different jobs, right? So the affiliate has to create all the content, whereas the vendor just has to deal with inventory products and all that. But we're drop shipping, right? So drop shipping and print on demand. And so if you're not familiar with drop shipping, basically you can upload products virtually to your store. We use AliExpress. You link AliExpress to Shopify, and you can import products digitally. So you can take all the pictures, all the information, all of that stuff, and you can sell the product as your own. And when somebody purchases it from you, it's integrated and automated, and you purchase it from AliExpress. AliExpress sends it directly to the customer. So you don't purchase any inventory up front. You're just showcasing inventory. And then when somebody purchases from you, you purchase it from them. They ship it to the customer. And so you can set up to work with affiliates. They get a commission. Bada bing, bada boom. And so that is what my paid training does, the step-by-step on. It goes into how you can, first, how do you set up a seller's account? Then how do you set up a Shopify? Then how do you find products on AliExpress? How do you integrate it? What are all the apps to do that? How do you source hot trending products? How do we deal with profit margins, taxes? How do we set everything up? How do we sync everything? the complete guide on how to do all of that step by step. So yeah. Do you buy the samples for the affiliate, or does the vendor send you samples? So you're going to have to pay to send them a sample of the product. TikTok support says if seller shipping is selected, then you have to manually add the tracking info. They're saying that because they have no control over it, but you have it automated and set up to where Shopify will automatically put it in for you. Do you have your own online store or just promote other businesses? If you check out my shop in my bio, you will see that I sell products. I do have to get going, so if there's any like final last questions, I'm happy to answer. And thank you guys for coming and participating. It means a lot to me. This is why I do what I do. So thank you guys so much. You think somebody is copying my page? They are. This is my only page. I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do. Just report and block them. And please don't send anybody money directly through TikTok or WhatsApp or Telegram. Please, 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 please. I will never DM you about Forex trading or like tell you to go on to WhatsApp or Telegram. So I'm really, really sorry. Also, if you send me a DM, you have to understand I have like 2,000 DMs currently, and I try to look at them, but it gets very overwhelming, and I can't respond to all of them. If you're here in my live and you've got a question, please shoot me an email at 10hour10kworkmonth.com. 10hour10kworkmonth@gmail.com. Sorry. And hour is spelled HR. So like my name here, 10hour10kworkmonth. Easiest AI side hustle to start today, probably copywriting. But this live is for TikTok shop questions. I'll go live tomorrow to answer all questions. Any tips on syncing orders to TikTok shop? You'll pay on AliExpress, but it lags. So you're gonna use Zopi, Z-O-P-I. That app will import the products and fulfill the orders as well. In the training, the price and shipping were different in Shopify than on AliExpress. Is that normal? So sometimes what it looks like is the pricing will change, but they automatically will suggest retail price for you. So it'll look like the price changed, but that's just what they're suggesting that you list the product as. So I do have to get going. Again, ask any questions that I didn't get to answer on my most recent video. I do my best to answer like all the questions on my videos because those I can see easier than in my DMs. So thank you guys again so much. I'll go live again tomorrow and open it up the questions for all categories, not just TikTok shop. But I did like having an exclusive live just for that. I think that this was really beneficial. You guys asked a lot of really good questions. Also, I am downloading this live and I will be posting it to YouTube. So I'll send you guys, if you guys are signed up for my emails, which you can do in my link in bio, and I'll email it to you once it's on YouTube with the link so that you guys can rewatch it if you came late or if you want to rewatch it. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Again, if you want to check out either of the paid trainings, my link in bio. Talk to you guys soon.